What's up, chat? What's up?
Where's our shirts?
Dang, bro.
We got some guys in here that could get you some M-line patches if you want to put that on your shirt. With the Mike Will tree.
All right.
You still gonna have to pay for it.
Oh, okay. I support Jack.
Nigga say you might get a little 10%, 20% off, but you still gonna pay.
No, I don't need an M line. I don't need that, bro. I don't need that, bro.
So where we get the shirts from?
$100 a pack, huh?
Are you gonna drop the link in the chat, or what you gonna do?
I gotta get the shirts made first, bro.
Man, I'm going back on mute.
All right, thank you.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, I gotta get them made first, man. I got somebody that's gonna make them though. When
What that bill gonna say, dog? Mike Will trade it?
just gonna have my logo on it and probably some other stuff.
Okay, any decals for the car?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Write all that down for me, bro. Give me some ideas, man.
That's paid advertisement, though. You know, Harris Casino pay you if you put.
Harris Casino is no longer in existence.
All right, Caesars. If you put their decals on the car, they pay you.
Oh, so I gotta. All right, bro. All right.
I'm playing.
Go back on mute. Go back on mute, bro.
Hey, you could. I'm gonna tell you. You could. You could have like the pickers all patch on the shirt.
This is all good. These are all good.
What about Lonnie the puppy?
Say bro, Lonnie.
Melly.
Mike Will
Affirm.
trade.
Hold on, I'm not done. Whoa.
Bro, let me pull a chart. Let me pull a chart up, bro. Cause this is about to get out of hand.
Hold on, listen. Put Affirm on there. Melly. Stamp. Robux. Put all them on there. You heard me? And had them on the best side.
Charge Point. Don't forget about Charge Point, cuz.
Yeah. Charge Point. Put all them on your back case. You heard me? And then on your bull case, you put the good ones, the Nvidias, the
all right, y'all. Look, this is Amazon.
Whoa, hold on.
This is Amazon, bro. Y'all,
we're not ready yet.
What kind of Zoom we gonna be on today, boy?
Amazon, put all them on the bull side.
He's still going.
Now we're going.
We good? We good to go?
Yeah, let's move.
All right, bro. So this is Amazon. I know we had talked about Amazon over the weekend. I mean, not over Friday, we had talked about Amazon. So this is the monthly chart, right? So we probably go down to the smaller time frame, but on the Monday, I just threw the fib on the Monday. And I think I said the numbers was 251 and then 306. I do think Amazon gonna be bullish, bro. Just from a monthly perspective, I'm gonna take the fair ball so we could. Hold on one second. You want some juice? Come on. All right, so back to Amazon. So from this is the monthly chart. So from a monthly perspective, bro, we had I just look at the consolidations and then the moves out of the consolidation, right? So we had this long consolidation, move lower, consolidate a little bit higher, grind it higher, grind it, then consolidate it again, right? So we consolidated again, we traded higher, and then we traded back to the consolidation, found support at the consolidation here. So I believe that there's no reason for Amazon to stop beyond this high. That's why I put the fib extensions on it. So Amazon could go to 251, then 306. Amazon looks extremely bullish. Right? We left this swing low, we reversed here, traded to the, found support here at the consolidation. Now, I think Amazon is ready for the next leg higher. But I'm gonna have to go, let's go to a smaller time frame and see if we can find entry. Let's go to the weekly and see if we can find a trade, right? So when I looked at the weekly Friday, I didn't really see a trade. I'm gonna put it before y'all eyes to see if y'all see something. But from a weekly perspective, right? We are inside of this gap. This weekly bearish gap. We closed in it 3 weeks in a row. So I'm not on the side of the market to believe that this gap is gonna make us go lower. Right? If we continue to close in it, and then we got another up close candle last week. So I'm under the impression that this gap, we're gonna probably trade straight through this gap and come in weeks, continue higher, right? But like I said before, I don't have a particular entry or a trade set up for us to go into the week looking for a specific number. So that's why I wanted to put the chart on y'all eyes so y'all can see it. So y'all might be able to say, well, I like this or I like that, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't have to like this trade. Y'all could be like, nah, I'm good on Amazon. But I just feel like, Amazon gonna be bullish, man. I'm gonna go down to the daily and see if I see something too. Let's see. Chart acting crazy today for whatever reason. Maybe it's down here. Let's see. Had this gap traded into it, moved up out of there. Had this traded into it, moved up out of there. It's what y'all think? Let me know. I don't, like I said, when I looked at it Friday, I didn't really have no particular setup. I just know that it's bullish, right? And then I don't want just to buy no calls blindly at a random number. And then, the trade end up not working out. Or y'all might not even be interested in Amazon at all. We could just go to the ones that we've been trading. But I just wanted to bring this to the table because I do think Amazon is bullish.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm trying to see what kind of contract I could get. This might be a good one to roll to for elite.
For sure.
When you had it on the monthly, when they do take off and run, they go for months in a row.
For sure.
Green on green.
And this the monthly right here, right? This monthly look beautiful. Like this is beautiful price action. We consolidated this. See, look, came back to the consolidation here. Came back to this consolidation, use it as support. Cleaned all this up. Cleaned all these imbalances and these gaps up right here. And we're reversing. This beautiful price action.
This might be like a perfect entry, dog.
This
it really would have been when it first turned around. That
probably so. Probably entry somewhere in this area. But see, I wasn't even thinking about Amazon. Like I haven't touched Amazon in a while. I don't even know what made me look at Amazon, to be honest with you. It just came across my desk.
Probably because tech bullish and they part of the Mag 7.
It's a bear. Yeah, it's a bear. Go play with your brother. But yeah, man.
And what you predicting it to go to on the field? Like when you put the fib on, you said what was that number?
The next fib level is 251. Beyond this swing high right here, the next fib level is 251. So 252, and then the next one it was 306. But I do believe Amazon is bullish, bro. I do. The chart saying the same thing. So from a higher time frame perspective, like, because most times when we look at these charts, we're just looking at the monthly and the weekly. Sometimes we go down to the daily, but we don't go beyond that because we want to buy contracts that have time on them. We're not doing weeklies and all that no more. We graduated from being degenerates, right? So we buy contracts with time. So that's why I'm always on the monthly and the weekly now. So if I can't find some on the monthly and the weekly, even though I see it being bullish, I don't know, like I don't have an entry yet. So this is something I'm gonna watch, right? That's
So you'll try to like watch for a weekly pullback to get into a
pullback, but like from a weekly perspective, like this might have been a pullback. Like you're trading back to this area. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking on the chart. I don't see nothing for like a gap or nothing for it to pull back into.
That's what I'm saying. So basically, what we might wait to happen is we invert this gap, this weekly gap right here. Let me draw it out. So there's no confusion. This weekly gap right here that we keep closing inside of. Once we invert that gap, use it as support, then we could be all right. So entry could be 227. Take 227, buy some 300s or higher, whatever you're comfortable with. But this would have to be a weekly closure above this gap. But once you start seeing the daily closures, once you get one or two or more daily closures above this gap, then you can kind of like be like, all right, I could start looking for a position to get in this, But if you want to be sure, wait for a weekly closure.
And what's the exact top of that gap?
The exact top of this gap is 227.23.
227.23. All right.
227.23. So that could be that's what we're looking for now. All right, we're gonna look for an inverted gap. We're gonna treat the inverted gap because if we invert that gap strongly, it's them these highs right here. That's gonna be we're gonna trade straight through that, and we probably gonna go to them fibs like 252 and 306.
All right, look, I didn't got caught up like this before a couple of times. What if it pre-market it then gapped up above that thing? Gapped up above. Should I just wait for the pullback?
Yeah, you want to wait for the pullback. Now, that's the cost of doing business. So sometimes you might not get that pullback. Sometimes
it'll just take off.
Right.
Because I didn't got on some FOMO shit, and when it gapped up, took it, then it pulled back, and now I'm losing money. So I'm like, maybe I should just wait for the pullback and don't be scared of missing out on the cliff.
You said a mouthful, bro. That's it right there. You said everything. You said everything right there. That the fear of missing out is when it's running, and then when it pull back, be like, damn, I could have waited. So that's all that's a cost of doing business, man. So we're gonna wait for this gap to be inverted from a weekly perspective. Then we will. I think price target is 252, 306. I'm more on the side of 306 because I think Amazon probably gonna get really bullish. I don't know if they have earnings coming up. I haven't looked at that, but from the information I have in front of me, the chart is bullish. All right. Y'all want any questions on Amazon before we move on from Amazon?
No.
All right. Cool. Tesla. Tesla.
80. Ready?
Tesla kind of. I don't have no words for Tesla, bro. Like Tesla just, from a money perspective, if you look at Tesla, like on this chart that we looking at right now, it's just like Tesla just consolidating. So I don't really, I don't have nothing for Tesla. Anyone, they trading Tesla, anybody in Tesla, been looking at Tesla? Because if not, I'm not even gonna try to.
Next.
All right, cool. All right, I see what type of time we on today. Oh.
Little pain for a little bit.
Boy. Hold up, bro. I know my computer not doing this to me. Oh, here we go. Hold up, y'all. My computer, hold up. My computer acting crazy. Give me a second. Let me restart this.
I think they put a spell on our shit, dog. My computer tripping.
All right, let's try it again. All right, Ben. This you right here. Damn, Bitcoin running, huh?
I'm listening to you, brother. Talk to me.
This
That's cadence.
it's cadence, right? So when I was looking at it, I look at the weekly. I'm gonna show you. I don't think the move about to happen just yet. But when I said 318, I was looking at this. How we found support right here. But I don't think the move about to happen just yet, because on the Monday it looked like we kind of consolidating. Even on the weekly, it looked like we kind of consolidating a little bit for the next leg higher. Now the chart does look bullish, right? So if you was looking at buying leaps, on this, like some, hold up. Yeah, if you was looking at buying some leaps on here, I think I had the fib on here. I don't know what happened, but I think you remember them numbers I told you?
Hold up. No, I don't have it.
They in the chat. I know they in the text, but yeah.
I didn't say if you did give me a target, I didn't write it down.
All right. It's cool. Let's go back to the weekly right quick. But all in all, hey, what's up? This these down close candles should be support right here. If we start trading through these candles and trading lower, seeking sell side liquidity, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna probably support here and kind of like consolidate in this area before the next leg higher. Because basically that's what the chart telling me. Like, the chart is still bullish in my opinion. Because we closed above the last down close gap. We closed above this one. We closed above this one. Finding support in this area. So I think all in all, this chart is still bullish, right? So if you buy time on your contracts, I know I put the numbers in the group text, so they in there somewhere. So if you was interested in buying it, you know, I think I had it at like 360 or full something. I don't remember. But I think that'll be ideal for you, Ben. Put your shoes on.
All right.
All right. So what's the other stocks we've been trading, bro?
Netflix.
Netflix.
That's
That's the
somebody.
one.
Everybody's here.
This the one. Daniel. All right. So look, so me and Winston was having a debate about this stock. He said, like when we first looked at it, I was like, it's bullish. And then he was like, no, it's bearish. And now he's saying it's bullish. And I'm saying, I don't know. It might sell off. Yeah. Yeah.
The old Kansas City Shuffle.
Hey, Mike,
Yo.
it was entry for Cadence was 318 for the next leg higher. 350 to 375 was the price target.
There you go. I know it was something like that. Beautiful. So this is a weekly, Winston. Did we close beneath the?
It looked like it came back up. I thought it closed.
Boy, you're like a robot, bro.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
You sound like a robot, dog. But from a weekly perspective, it's
You
bullish.
sound like a big choo-choo train. No, they closed that for I thought it closed at like 12:30, huh?
So the
When
lower the
Netflix
gap
closed at, Charles?
is not what Netflix closed at. Netflix
I
closed lower
don't
than that.
believe so. This I thought it closed at like 36 or something. I thought it closed at like 36 or something.
No, it closed at 1242.
Oh,
Closed beneath this gap. So bro, I'm gonna tell you this, dog. Like you could be early for this trade. Like if you think it's gonna be bearish, you could be early for this trade. I don't know, dog. I don't know. Now this the monthly right here, right? This the monthly candle. We still got 2 weeks of trading left on this candle. So this bottom of this candle could end up being a wick. And then the very next candle could open up and just continue to the upside, right? But from a weekly perspective, the weekly said we close beneath that gap. Now, though that could be a little bit like a manipulation, having people thinking that, okay, we close beneath this gap, we're gonna probably continue lower. And next week we could open up and just continue running. So there is this down close candle right here that we touched and kind of supporting us right now. So we'll see, bro.
but we still closed below the gap.
We close beneath the gap, yeah.
Okay.
Close beneath this weekly gap. Now, if this candle in the middle becomes a gap, then all right, we got some action. We got action. So next week we open up, trade a little high, and then continue down. And this candle ends up being a gap, then all right, y'all. This.
Oh, that would have worked for your monthly, Mike.
This the money right here.
So this is what we was talking about. I was talking about to come touch the top of this candle.
This one.
Yeah.
To not create a gap.
To not create a gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still would like to buy from right there.
You would like to buy from this candle?
Yes.
Okay.
And then that was it. So you got to put a fib on there.
So what about the gaps? What about the gaps that's already beneath it though? See what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So Netflix got, hey, bro, Netflix got
two gaps.
He got some reasons to sell. from a technical standpoint. Now I don't know about the business model and how much money they making and all that stuff, but because they got this small gap beneath it, that's an inefficiency, and they got this gap that we want this gap to get filled. Hence buying the the $1,000 puts. But
So this is my thought. Short term. So we got 2 weeks probably of trading left on a month, right?
mhm,
So August is the 1,000. August 1st is the 1,000.
mhm,
But August 1st is also 1370.
okay,
I think it's real. I think we're more in the earnings play now versus what the chart's saying.
gotcha. I'm following. Okay,
Because even with the 1,000, if we close this month and we ain't fill that gap, if it's decides to consolidate in uh, that second gap, not the one you drew out, the other one on top
gotcha.
of it could get picked up by that gap and get pushed out.
Yeah,
And then now, instead of it filling on a third month, it actually just uses those gaps as support and take off. And we don't see 1,000 no more. No time soon. Like we go visit the high again before it decide to sell off. It just keep on getting these pockets of I'm gonna be down, I'm gonna be up, I'm gonna be down, I'm gonna be up. As far as when you go down to your weekly. Your weekly, more so your daily. I'm sorry.
nah, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Now that I drew that monthly gap on this weekly, this does look like where it could trade to.
Right there.
Because look what you got inside the gap.
Yeah.
This
But
does look like where it could trade to. Then you got
technically,
technically, from a technical standpoint, this way it looked like it could trade to. Then you got all these volume imbalances down here.
now
What you talking about? Them equal highs?
equal high.
What you talking about? What you
You
go
said
high?
You talking
where
about
it could trade into the gap.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an order block.
All right. That's what I was trying.
we
What
know
that
that
was you
before this
talking
month
about?
it's gonna fill a gap.
It's an order block right here. So and it's probably, if I was a betting man, I'd say this somewhere around 50% of this gap, or close to 50% of this gap. But yeah, from a weekly perspective, bro, this, big picture, it does look like we can trade into this gap, and this could be an area of interest for the market, for not the market, but for Netflix to kind of pull some internal liquidity from here, and then that'd be the next leg higher to the 1,500s and all that. So I don't think we should be looking to take the gun out the holster yet to pull the trigger on this, but I do think we should watch it closer this week.
I
What you
I
think, man?
wanted it to be a little bit clear. So this the problem I'm having too. If y'all go price any one of them contracts, like if you do a month on them, you're gonna be spending about $2,000. If you do 2 weeks on them, you're gonna be spending like a rack, and
Wow.
it still falls into a earnings plate. I don't think the technicals have nothing to do with it now because it's like a 50-50 on both of them to me, because you still ain't
I know we closed below the gap, but then you got an order block of what could be perceived as an order block holding it up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you get into that. If you get into that play next week, you got Ernest dead smack in the middle.
Yeah.
Ernest is going to determine what color that candle is that we have. So now, how do we send y'all into the water? To me, I say you let the shit play out, and then how Mike's saying that 50%, that's where we just buy from, and now we go look for a contract to go back to the highs to take that external. You see what I'm saying?
I see exactly what you're saying.
Because if we get in there and them earnings is good, bro, it's gonna go back to. I think the number I had was like 1370. I don't want us to put that much money on the table, knowing that earnings could throw any of our teachings off. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It'll go against both of them. Now, if it was up at the top and it had then stayed up there how we wanted it to, stay around at 1300, then it's like, all right, we probably just gonna come down for earnings and cool off. It don't need to run no higher. But this little cool off that it did, he didn't change his idea and I didn't change mine. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Wednesday we get whatever news they want to put out. It could beat. And then they say, but the next few months we're gonna be struggling. It could miss, and they could say, but we're gonna
Higher. Yeah.
not for that amount that you're gonna have to put up to get into a short-term trade. I ain't really trying to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a carrot, yeah.
Carrot.
That's not a carrot, bro. That's a Cheeto.
I actually rather that bitch to beat earnings and still sell off down here.
Yum.
Then we could buy them 1050s at 1,000 and get them $300, $400 out the money and get us a nice 6-month contract or something like that.
Well, I will say this to piggyback on what you're saying. If Netflix does, when and if Netflix does trade here in this area, you shouldn't hesitate. Like it should be in fully automatic at this point. Like you shouldn't hesitate to be buying your leaps or your 6-month contracts, like you just said.
Yeah, and then now that makes sense to put that type of money up. Yeah, even if I'm gonna say this, even if we was putting it up in the middle of like no earnings, the fact that we got to put it up and try to hold through whatever news they're gonna put out, that makes it a very, very extreme lotto, even if you're getting 2 to 3 weeks on it.
Yeah, that's
But
risky.
you're not getting an entry. We don't have an entry right now. Can you tell them Monday to like, oh, buy a call or buy a put with this chart? Like whatever the price at, Mike.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Can you tell them from what a chart is right now
Mm-hmm.
to get a put or a call Monday?
No, I don't. No, I don't have a trade.
Yeah. So now we got to wait for a next week closure, and we already had an earnings in the middle. See what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna get in anything, it got to be before earnings, or you wait. So I'm just like, if the bitch sell off, just let it go ahead and do that. If it run up and we can't break the next level of the field, 1370, then that would be our time to say, all right, earnings news hit. It went with its move to the upside, then ran 100 points, 130 points, and then now we can't break that next level of the fib at 1370. Like, okay, now let's look for a 1 month, a 2 month where we're not gonna have all that news coming out for it to come down to the 1050 that Mike just pointed out. It'll go to the 1050. All right, it went with its move for earnings. We're gonna buy in at 1050 and look for it to come back to the upside.
Sound like a plan.
That's the calm trader, not getting into the FOMO of it, just knowing what's ahead of us. We're not gonna, I don't think any of us gonna beat that news. We could be on the wrong side or the right side of it. The smart thing for us to do is let that get out of our way, and then we make our play from there. For that amount of money we're gonna be spending on.
All right. Sound like a plan to me.
How y'all feel about that?
I like it. Just gotta be patient.
Gotta be patient, man.
Let it set up. You heard me?
That's it. Oh yeah, that look nice. Great. Boom. Out of there.
We done had it happen before, though. See, if the news wasn't there, then that's one thing. But it gave us this type of action right before.
Man, that's crazy. That look good. That looks great, actually. Boom. What you gonna do?
Then look, Mike. So from that number, you get that right.
Mhm.
Let's see. It's gonna come down there.
Mhm.
We can literally get news, and that bitch just consolidate up here for like another 2 months, and then decide to sell off.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now it's
Now
whatever.
your contract's fried.
That bitch gonna
I'm barbecue chicken.
10% on that bitch is gonna be like
That's
$200 you losing in a day. You heard me?
That's a lot.
At least from the contracts I've seen.
All right. So we all agree on Netflix. We good on Netflix, y'all. What's the next one?
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA. He just want to see how good his contract look. That's all. He just want to see how good his contract.
We just still stalking her. That's all.
Ah, damn.
Look, that's beautiful, dog. That's the monthly too. 90 was the entry, bro. That was it. Remember when we called 90?
Twice.
And
We
that's
came
it.
back twice.
That's it. 90.
What an order block.
Came straight to it. This what I'm hoping. See, this is the type of stuff I'm hoping to see on Netflix. Like, even though I got that line in the middle of that gap, but if Netflix come hit that order block at the bottom of that gap, bro, I promise you, I'm back trading options. I'm buying me some 1600s. I'm buying some 1600s on Netflix. But anywho, let's go back to the video. The video is bullish, dog. We swept these highs. All-time high. You left a gap. That's a bullish telltale sign from a month. Well, no, just a monthly. The money ain't over yet. My bad. I'm thinking it's the weekly. But yeah, it's bullish.
When NVIDIA earners is?
Ben probably know.
August 27, I believe.
Yeah, this is very bullish, bro. So from a weekly perspective, it we got a gap above.
Ben, you been on tip ranks? Huh?
Yeah.
What they got?
They some analysts they're up to 200, some 185, 195.
I'm about to see. It might go through that 175. I'm thinking more.
I think like the median is like 185 end of the year.
Yeah.
Or top of next year.
But you golden. You golden. Worst case scenario, trade back into this weekly gap
Said at 140. Huh?
is at 151. What's this lower this candle? Yeah, 151. Trade back into the lower this, trade back into this gap, and then continue higher. But this does look extremely bullish. Yeah. You got some cleaning up to do downstairs, but I don't think it's gonna come do that just yet. I think you're on the right side of the market with this one, Ben. I think you're on the right side, bro.
So that around that 120 area, that'll be your next hold your breath, but
This the
close your
last
eyes
line
and
in the
press the
sand,
button and
bro.
go with your move.
Yeah, so this would be like the last line in the sand. So if NVIDIA would be like, all right, if NVIDIA was to start selling off, this would be your last line of defense right here, right? If NVIDIA trades straight through that, then which I don't think is gonna happen. I that's a low probability chance of that happening in my opinion, but you could be confident in re-entering your trade in this area.
Regardless of whatever the event they said is because of, we come back down there. That
Yeah.
might be a great opportunity.
So yep.
All right. Whenever it happens.
If and when, yeah.
Right.
So you all right, I'm confident here, you know, and then you can buy you some more leaps. Buy you some at this point when they come back down here, bro. You could just from whatever price it sell from. So let's just say it sell from 190. So if you enter here, you could be like, man, I'm gonna buy me some 220s and just chill to the next episode.
Right.
You know
Go to the back. Go to the back of the chain.
Go to the back of the chain. Use some 220s and just let it cook. Or if you depending on how much the contracts are and you interested in buying leaps close to or in the money, you could do that too, depending on how much it costs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You could take any avenue that you want at this point.
I was about to say, go back to the contract you in. Go get you another one. Especially you take profit from up there and then slide back down. Go get you another 120.
Bro, what are you doing? See, that's why I just want you to sit on my lap, bro. No oops.
I appreciate that.
No oops. All right. You did it on purpose talking about some oops. What's the next one? SPY.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, and then after SPY, if you want to look at VST, that's that energy company too.
Look at VST. All right, this is the weekly. Let me go to the monthly right quick. Oh yeah, all right. This is bullish. Golly. Gonna come. Well, let's see what happens after we take out this high. 198. 199. See what happens when we take that high out. See if we take that and trade back into this gap beneath us. Now, I'm gonna say this from a monthly perspective. If VST take out this high and then trade back into this gap, then it's smooth sailing after that. Because the chart clean. This chart clean. So if we trade back into this gap, you could buy you some leaps. Like you could buy kind of like the same thing we did with NVIDIA. Just buy you some leaps. This is an energy play. So energy don't move as fast as like tech. So you have to be more patient with this trade. But all in all, this will be an optimal entry for it to continue to the upside because you got a couple of reasons to buy inside of this gap, right? And then you got this volume imbalance beneath you. You got this, you got a gap. So you got external liquidity. You want to bring that external liquidity internal, even though this might end up being a gap on a monthly. But this is where the money at right here. This is the gap right here.
I got 207 on the Fed.
207. So this is what I would like to happen. I would like from a trading standpoint. Hold on, bro. Why y'all? What? Come on, man. What? Nah. Oops. So So I would like for it to take out this high first and then trade back into the gap, then go to 207. You see what I'm saying? Because now like, for instance, if you take out the high at 199, trade to like 201 or something like that, and then reverse, come back into this gap, and then get long. You can get long from this gap. But this is where it's gonna be at. So you're gonna take this external, internal, take this internal to 207 and higher. Boom. See what I'm saying? And that's just from a trading standpoint. That, that's just me being selfish and want everything to work out in my favor.
Nah, that's just the ultimate setup. Like, that's the only thing we should be interested in.
That's it.
So
Right.
so then we should add this one to our watch. That's for sure.
For sure, I think so. Yeah, I think this would be a good one. Like, it's not like, again, it ain't gonna
You
move.
look at the weekly, Mike?
No, don't do that. So
You telling me?
yeah, don't do that.
Don't look at the weekly?
No, I'm gonna look at it. Let's go to it right now to make sure everything is everything. Ooh. Yeah, I still believe in that, bro. Like, I still believe in that. What you doing? Why y'all sitting on my lap, bro? Y'all ain't sitting on my lap in a long time when I've been on Zoom.
Hey, that 207 is the 61% too.
Yeah, it'll be premium. But that's what I'm saying, bro. I would rather it come clean up first, then go. Cause now you know exactly where it's going. You good on your contract. You don't even gotta look at it every day. Like, you know what's up. Like, I took a monthly entry. I'm waiting for that field to get hit. Like, but if it does, I'm gonna say this. Now, if it does hit that 207 and looks like it's trying to reverse, then you know where it's going. So you could kind of play both sides. Like, if you was interested in playing short-term puts, like, you know where it's going. If it does give you signs of reversal after hitting that fib that Winston talking about, you know exactly where it's going, right? But I'm more so on the lines of buying long-term calls, man. So if that was to happen, even still, I'll still be interested in getting long from my purple box.
Would you say 50% of that gap would be a good entry?
So let's go to it. Let's look at it again on the monthly right there. I got a party going on over here. Hold up. So from a money perspective, right, even though you got this volume imbalance beneath this gap, well, it's kind of in a gap. But 50% is where I would start looking at, okay, what we doing? Are we catching support here, especially from a weekly perspective? So in this area, we start supporting here, like wicking down here and closing above, wicking and closing above. Now I'm looking for entry to the upside. Like, especially if we fill this gap and wick up back up. Oh yeah, it's go time.
Ready to eat?
Y'all saying 207 will be the next level higher from that gap?
You can poo-poo.
You know people can hear you. You know people can hear you, huh?
What's the matter?
Come on, H.
Yeah, what you told?
Go throw it in the trash. My bad, bro. I had to go be a parent right quick. Now, what you said?
Like this.
I was saying 207 will be the next level higher from that gap.
Yeah, as if we don't take it out first. But even if we do take it out first, that still be like the price target if it ends up being like a high. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
basically, what we waiting on, because it's clear and obvious that we're gonna probably come take this swing high out. Clear and obvious. So what happens after we take this high out is solely based on how we're gonna handle this trade. Right? This is your area of interest though. This is where you want price to return so you could buy you some leaps, buy you some 200s, 220s, whatever. 6 months to a year out and just let them cook. Or depending on how much the contracts are, you could buy your leaps close to in the money. Like if we trade back down here and you confident in your trade, you could buy you some 160s. Just let them cook. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how you want to trade it. Like with how confident you are in the trade. You know, if the 160s that expire next year are in your price range and you don't mind paying that, then do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the profit is gonna keep turning over as the stock trades higher. So that's a play out of Ben book.
So I got a question for you. Earlier you said you'd like to see it wick down here, but then close back up at 50% of that gap, right? You said a couple times.
So this not a
this
couple of times, but
okay.
if I see that once, then I'm for sure, like, all right, it's time to roll to the upside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I was asking that because I see you got it on a monthly. So you would like to see that happen a couple months in a row?
No, that'll be like,
Alright.
I like to see that on like a daily or like maybe the weekly, but once you see it once, you know what's
Price
happening.
level
Because
is that you talking about?
this the area of interest that we want to get long in. So once you start seeing the wick, we start wicking high, you be like, all right, cool. So whether you find your entry on this time, whether you be like, all right, well, I'm buying the bottom of this gap. So let's just say you buy 133, right? You like it start wicking high, you're already in your entry. So let's say you buy some, let's say you buy some 160 calls here, right? Because you know that in your
Like 207 or better to target.
Let me see that. I might go there.
boy, they acting up today, boy. They on one. Yeah.
No, that's it. Mommy.
So yeah, so like I was saying, so let's just say you buy 133 and your strike price 160. So and this for next year or whatever. You good. You know where it's going. You know it's coming back up to 202, whatever, 205, 207, 220, whatever. But you
Right.
just letting your contract, turn over just like you kind of did on the video. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is the monthly, and you're right, bro. So we don't want, like, if we continue to wick back and forth in this gap from a money perspective, then that's no good. But like from a daily, when we hit it and we take off, then from a daily, we printing candles higher and higher, then you're on the right side. You know you're on the right side.
Right. Thanks. All right. That's a bet. And look, before y'all jump to the futures, bro, if you could just do a quick flash at this company, bro, Oracle, just to
All
see
right.
what it look like on the chart. I just want to see what it look like.
What's the? Oh, here you go. I see it.
Can y'all hear me?
Oracle.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Let's
hear
take
you.
a look at SoFi too.
All right. All right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, please.
All right. So Oracle, this the monthly, bro. Oracle is extremely bullish, man. Oracle is extremely bullish. This was the all-time high here. Seems as though let me squeeze it, y'all. I don't want to lie. I wasn't lying. All right. So this is the all-time high. From a monthly perspective, we gapped above it. Well, not gapped above it, but we displaced above this all-time high. We don't have a gap yet because this candle is still printing because it's the monthly.
Got 256 on the Fed, probably.
Yeah, that's a cloud infrastructure.
Tasty.
My
Tech
man.
play.
Yeah. What you said the Fed was when?
256.
256. So it might trade there to end the month, leave us a gap. Then you know what to do with the gap. So if you're
Now look,
interested in 185, we get down to 185. So looking to buy you some leaps.
see, look. Okay. You said 185.
From a money perspective.
185 is 50% of that fib. 50% of the fib is at 187. And then here go the other thing about that too. The 226 is also the monthly fib. We haven't broke that yet. It rejected last month, and now it's above it right now. But you got 2 weeks left on this month. So before you look at a 256, you wanted to break on this fib because they could just sell it down back to what Mike's saying before it go try to get it.
So yeah, okay, okay, that's cool. I follow you. But yeah, this would be just for teaching purposes though. Like if this was some end of this monthly's candle and this was a gap, right? You will want Oracle to trade back into this gap at least to here, but you want Oracle to trade back into this gap before your next leg higher, right? So you all
What?
you want Oracle to trade back into this gap before your next leg higher, so that you confident in your trade. You always want to look for an inefficiency to trade, right? You don't want to just buy or I know some people in here trade levels, and that's cool too. But like, you want to look for an inefficiency to trade before going in either direction, right? That's all I'm saying. So this would be an inefficiency on the chart if this was a gap, but it's not, but we just acting like it is. So you get your inefficiency, trade back, because the market wants to be efficient. So it's going to trade back into the gap, and it's showing you on, on more than one occasion on these charts what it does with gaps. It leaves it, then makes it efficient. Like you got a gap here, trades back into it, makes it efficient. Put, gap, trades back into it, fills it, makes it efficient, right? Trades lower to this order block, sweeps this low, and trades high. So if this was to be a gap, it'll probably trade into it to make it efficient, like vice versa. Like, so that's why I'm always harping on gaps, because gaps is really what makes the market go, in my opinion. But let's go to SoFi. SoFi, it's still the same, bro. We coming for you. These relative equal highs, $24, $25, and then eventually 28. There's nothing changed. Like nothing changed. Like worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, if we don't, no, I'm not gonna lie. Best case scenario is we close this month without taking out these highs. Then we trade back into this gap. Trade back into this gap, take it back to the all-time high. Right? That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we take out these highs, trade back down, and then go higher. So that's it. Or we could leave this gap and just continue higher, take out this liquidity, and then trade back into this gap.
You know what I did? I did.
So that's what, but it's not a gap yet. But if we were to leave it as a gap, from a money perspective. My computer tripping. I think it's Win Wi-Fi that's got my computer acting crazy.
That's a possibility.
Close the doors. So yeah. But from a weekly perspective, it ain't no stopping us. From a weekly perspective, look, close above this gap at $20, close above that. Aggressively close above it. There's nothing else stopping this SoFi from going higher. Nothing. Nothing. All we have is liquidity above us. Relative equal highs here. All-time high here. There's nothing stopping SoFi. So if y'all still in SoFi calls or y'all got
Who SoFi earners is?
Y'all good to go.
When do SoFi have earned?
On the 29th.
On the 29th of this month?
Yeah.
All right, now we got an echo.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So far look good, man. So far got one of the cleanest charts out there. You know exactly where it's going. Exactly where it's going. What else? What else we got, y'all? What other stocks we was looking at? We looked at SoFi, we looked at VST, we looked at Nvidia, we looked at what's the next one? Oh, we
Hey,
good. Say that again?
do the NQ on there.
On this?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll come up on mine, bro. This is
Nigga, the 5-minute chart come up on your shit.
it ain't gonna come up on this one because I don't pay for that service on this chart.
Oh no.
Nah. Free 99, buddy.
No, bro.
Yeah, now I can go to the futures chart.
Put the tick in.
I just put it in, bro. It's not, I don't pay for that. I just told you that.
No, go put what's your name in front? Oh, that is your shit, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
It ain't gonna come up. I don't pay for that. I don't pay for CME data.
some data though. All right.
Well, so any other stocks that we're looking at?
UNH.
Oh yeah. Thank you for saying that, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. UNH consolidating right now. Let's go to the monthly. Hold up. That's the weekly. UNH consolidating. I'm still down here with it though. This chart bearish as hell.
Oh, we about to run.
No, it's not.
We about to run, bro.
It's not about to run, dog.
Mike, that bitch about to run, son.
No, it's not. All right.
I'm telling you,
bro. Say, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this.
I'm out.
Let's take a vote.
If UNH hit 186, I'm buying my leaps then.
Free shirts on Mike if it run.
Yeah, I like that now.
Wait, now what you said, bro?
Free shirts, bro.
Shirts, they're gonna be free anyway, man. You think I'm gonna charge y'all?
We gotta, you gotta hand the bitches out like you gotta take the old cash money no limit route. You gotta give it to all the little homeless people and shit. You hear me? And be by the bridge. Let them wear your shit. You hear me?
Why, dog? Why this dude, bro?
That's fire.
Then people gonna be like,
that's what they did.
Man.
I know y'all heard about that, huh?
That's fire advertising.
Them used to get the homeless people the no limit shirts, man.
And then people gonna be like, man, listening to this nigga got me living under this bridge. Come on, man. Don't do me like that, baby. This joint is not about to run, bro.
It's about to run. Say, dog. UNH going to 400 next week, son.
All right. You might be right. But from a technical standpoint, not from a wish standpoint, it's coming down here.
Can mommy have some?
Hey, bro.
This thing is so.
Since I ain't playing, I'm gonna sit and not play Netflix. I'm gonna get my 400 contract on this video.
All right. I mean,
400 now.
Right.
End of the month.
Buy some 180. I'm gonna give me some 180 puts. May the best man win.
Church on whoever lose.
Nigga said, I'm gonna cook both of y'all because I'm gonna consolidate. But yeah, though, but on a serious note though, so hey! Boy, I'm gonna lose that battle. Yeah, but all right. You done? You done? Are you done? But look, bro. This is why I say that we consolidating for the next leg lower, because if you just look to the left, right, look at all the stuff that we closed beneath, right, all the bullish price action that we closed beneath, then use it as resistance from you know, a technical standpoint, and then we close beneath these 4 or 5 up close candles here, using it as resistance right now. The next leg lower probably gonna be this liquidity, man. Like, I don't, like, you know, it could reverse, and if it does, I don't believe it, but
Is
I
that
like what I
volume
see.
at the bottom? Is that what's your name?
Well,
Is that the wick? All right, there we go.
that's volume.
No, it was connected to that wick though. It just,
Oh yeah, my bad. But yeah, we consolidating right now.
what's that wick number? That's a daily or this a weekly? This a
It's
week.
the weekly.
What's your wick? What's your volume imbalance?
That week, the low is 248, 248.88.
And what's the high?
But it's
When the
candle.
body, no, when the body starts.
You're trying to get a trade.
I'm trying to know when it's 291.
291.
All right. Hey, hey man, we're not the only ones that know how to trade.
Bro, I already know what type of time you're on, bro.
All right.
All right. So any other stocks before we I don't think y'all want me to look at futures? Because I could say that for a stream tomorrow, bro. Honestly.
I think we could, bro.
You want me to look at
I'm just gonna be on the joint tomorrow. So I mean,
but I could put it out there. I could put it into the atmosphere, huh?
go ahead.
All right, you pull up the chart right quick. I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. Seeing like y'all got a lot of energy that y'all trying to get out. Sunday fun day.
I'm going to get shirt sizes.
Man,
I'm
text me y'all
home.
shirt sizes, bro. I'm getting black shirts and I'm getting white shirts, bro.
I'm gonna ride around Home Depot.
Give me a black.
Holler at some of my people.
Pass them out at the farmer's market.
Say, dog, they're about to see. Imagine pulling in the Lowe's or Home Depot and just seeing them Mike Will trade shirts right at the entry. You heard me?
Yeah, Ice gonna come get them people for sure. That's cold blooded.
Who cool them bitches?
All right, bro. So this is the NASDAQ. This is what we got, bro. Big picture, from daily perspective, we consolidate. Blind, Stevie Wonder could see that. We consolidate, right? So naturally, what we said, if you've been coming to the Zooms the last 2 years or whatnot, or more, I say each time that we take out an all-time high, whether it's on the ES or the NASDAQ, the price action afterwards is always going to be some form of consolidation before the next move higher or lower. This is exactly what we're doing right now, consolidate. Now, from a daily perspective, this is a big range to trade. You could trade this range on a smaller time frame, and that's what we've been doing on the stream. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Be there, be square. Well, anywho, we've been trading this range, right? This is the higher the range, this is the lower the range, right? So you can easily find trades inside of this consolidation from a lower time frame perspective. But from big picture, we consolidate. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's the zone.
Cheers. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go to the lower time frame. I always skip over the 4 hour. I'm gonna go to the 4 hour today. Because Bro, what is your problem, bro? All right, I'm back. So, I'm getting kicked. I'm getting boy. Anyway, so from a 4 hour perspective, it kind of agrees with the daily. What I said on the daily.
When you
We
get done, go
consolidate.
back to SPY for me. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then and then you got the high the consolidation, you got the lower the consolidation, or even you could say this the low, but you got the lower the consolidation. So you could find trades back and forth in between until we start seeing some aggressive candles trade in either direction, some displacements, some market structure shifts, some change in state of delivery, whatever the case may be, but we consolidate. So if I go down to the 1 hour, the 1 hour looks a little different, but it looks the same. Consolidation, right? If I squeeze the chart, you can be able to see it. Massive consolidation. But like I said, you can find trades inside of a consolidation, right? You can find your setup gonna present itself. It's just not gonna be as it's not gonna be as lucrative as it would be if the market was expanding. If the market was expanding in one direction and your setup was to present itself, that trade will be more lucrative than you taking a trade that's inside of a consolidation. The trade will work, it's going to work out, but it's just not going to be your 200, 250 point trade that you may be used to. And the market might just give you 40, 50, 60 points, right? And you got to be satisfied with that because the market is consolidating. You can't make the market do what you want it to do. The only time you can make the market do when you want it to do it is when you close your computer. You close your computer, now you ain't, it is what it is. I'm out the way. But from a 1 hour perspective, we got this huge 1 hour gap that we continue to trade inside of. We got short here. Notice that we didn't take out this lower, right? Traded higher inside of the gap to this quote unquote level. And then now the market looks like it wants to continue back down to the bottom of the range. Now, when you start seeing displacements, like huge candles that displace out of the consolidation, then you can start saying, all right, the market wants to start trading in that direction. But if you're looking at the 1 hour chart, the biggest gaps on the 1 hour are bearish gaps. So I just be looking at stuff like that just to be like, all right, what you trying to tell me? Like you telling me what you're trying to tell me before it happens, like in my opinion. Because in this consolidation, look at the gaps. Bearish gap, bearish gap, bearish gap. Now we do have some bullish gaps, but the bullish gaps are small. The bearish gaps are big. So I'm like, all right, you just let me know. I think like the footprints in the sand. Now, granted, I don't have no trade set up going into the week. Like I'm more neutral right now. I haven't really broken the chart down. Like I haven't done a deep dive in it, but just based on the price action that we got last week, going into this week, especially Monday, we don't have no news Monday, so I'm not expecting, no big range of price action or nothing like that. So it's just gonna probably be more consolidation going into Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday and all that. We got a lot of news. We got CPI and all that stuff. So the market gonna move. But until then, bro, this is what I got. I would like some continuation to the bottom of this consolidation to this low and maybe even this low inside of this gap. But we'll see what happens on stream tomorrow. I'm interested in seeing the market is going to continue to the downside because even though we are trading inside of this 1 hour gap, we are still respecting it. Like we're respecting it. Like it hasn't tried to close above it. It's respecting it. This is a reversal candle on the 1 hour. So this was a bullish gap that we filled. So if we close beneath this bullish gap, then I'll be like, all right, we could come down to even to this swing low down here. Now the reason The reason why I'm always on a 1 hour, I treat the 1 hour as my daily. This is my daily chart. After I look at the daily in the higher time frames, this is my daily chart. Because when you trade in futures, all you really need is one good 1 hour candle, and you good. So that's just me. That's just me. But anyway, I'm looking for a closer beneath this gap, depending on how we open the night. I don't have high expectations going into Monday. Tuesday, when we got red folder news, I think Tuesday, when I know we got CPI this week, PPI too, unemployment claims. And see, that's when the juice comes into the market and the market moves a little bit more aggressively than it kind of how it was moving last week. Because last week we caught some good trades last week. I think we hit 2 for 3. I can't remember the numbers, but we had some good trades last week. So, like I said, you can find trades inside of consolidation. You can find them. You just got to be patient and wait for them to present themselves. But going into tomorrow, I want to close beneath this gap, and then I'll be interested in kind of looking to take out some of these lows down here. But like I said, the market could open up tonight and be way up here somewhere. So I don't have no control over that. I'm just telling y'all what I see with the information I got in front of me right now. So daily consolidation. I'm gonna go to the weekly too. I didn't do that on the NASDAQ. Pull up the weekly right quick. Loading. Here we go. So this is the weekly. This is last week's candle. This might be showing signs of weakness. This candle may be looking like it's ready to roll over and come clean up some of this stuff down here, especially this weekly fair value gap down here that we created 2 weeks ago. So, but all in all, man, just waiting for the market to open to give us more information. Winston, you want to add to that, bro? Because if not, we're going to be out of here, man.
See y'all tomorrow. Yeah.
Y'all on stream tomorrow,
I gotta
man.
holler at you, man.
All right, y'all.
Tomorrow, man.
Y'all
Y'all be good, bro.
I gotta holler at you after this, Jeremy.
For me?
Hit me up.